actually find ballet boring. It's repetitive, it's slow sometimes, and there are weeks like this one where rehearsals are quiet and no one's really pushing you. So what happens then? Do you lose motivation? Or do you build it yourself? This week, I'm taking you inside my real life as a professional ballet dancer. How I stay disciplined, keep things interesting, and keep improving even when no one's watching. If you're interested, make sure to click that subscribe button and come on the journey with me. So one of the first things I do when I don't have a lot on is I map out a really good plan for the day, because otherwise you get to work and you honestly just want to do comp class and go home and watch Netflix afterwards. I like to set myself little goals of maybe learning a few solos, learning some rep, what point conditioning I'm going to be doing. I've even had the privilege of working with one of our principal dancers who's getting qualified in Pilates, and so I did an hour of Pilates with her on this particular day, and it was absolutely amazing, and I feel like I'm really improving from it. I'm having like a post-noodle food coma. Don't know if you can see this happening right now, but we're going to do the cross trainer anyway. Okay, as this vlog is about staying motivated while you train on your own, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have been sitting on this floor for the last 10 minutes and I have not moved because my body feels like a potato. And so I've given myself a time of like 4:30, we're going to start back up. You can lie on this floor and be a lazy potato till 4:30, then we're going to start moving. Sometimes that's a great tactic for yourself. If you're training yourself and you don't feel like doing it, do I have something on my face there? Not sure. I think it's on the camera. Maybe it's on my face. Then give yourself like a time and be like, okay, my session starts at, and then when that time starts, almost treat it like you're going to a ballet lesson, because otherwise you will just sit here scrolling till the sun comes down. And then you'll be like, well, I was in the studio for 2 hours, but I did about 5 minutes. So that is my plan. Let's have a look at the time. 4:30 is my time. Let's have a look. 27. I've got 3 minutes. I'm gonna get my shoes on and I'm gonna get training. I realize that my body is a little bit tired. Now, my rule of thumb when it comes to being tired is that if I'm still feeling tired after 10 or 15 minutes of starting to do something, if I'm still feeling like the lethargic, like, oh, I can't be bothered to do this, then maybe it's my body trying to tell me something. But if I get going and I start and my body's feeling fine, I realized it was just like my brain that was blocking me, then yeah, that's like my rule of thumb. Then after 10, 15 minutes, if I'm still like feeling lethargic, I know that maybe I need to like lay off and maybe go home and rest. Obviously you can't do that if you're in a rehearsal situation, but this is if you're pushing yourself and you know, should I rest? Should I push? This is like kind of the answer to my question is like, if you do 10 or 15 minutes of work and still feel like exhausted, then maybe it's time to call it a day. If you do 10 or 15 minutes of work and start to feel like energized again, your like body gets going, then maybe it was your head blocking you. But obviously this is different for every single person, but that's what I know works for me. Okay, I've now got probably like 1 minute, so I better get ready for my session. So I talk to many dancers all around the world, and one of their biggest issues is not having a routine or a strategy to get them to where they want to be, especially when it comes to their strength and flexibility. And this is where full body strength comes in. I am showing here my full body strength program. This is exercises that I've done over a number of years throughout my time as both a rhythmic gymnast and a ballet dancer. And I have found these exercises super helpful in developing my technique, making me feel more strong and grounded, more stable in my balances. And it's kind of working through flexible ranges. So you're actually working those flexible ranges that you're going to use in ballet within the system. It's a 4-week build up. So you're not guessing of like, okay, how do I progress from this stage to the next? It's kind of completely guided. And it also has a strategy within the program that helps you stay consistent so that you're showing up every day, because strength can only really be built through consistency. So if full body strength is something you are interested in, I highly recommend pairing it with my full body flexibility program as well. Then do check out the links in the description. There's also a pinned comment down below. I super recommend checking that out. Anyway, after that, I made sure to crack open some new point shoes. I have to wear them in, so I did some point conditioning. Now, point conditioning is something that I did new this year. Since coming back from my injury, if you guys have been traveling with me for any period of time, you know that I had a pretty major injury last year. I started doing point conditioning as coming back from my rehab to re-strengthen my feet and my calves. And I found myself so much more stable on point than I've ever been before. So point conditioning is something I've now incorporated into my everyday routine. I try and do just like 15-20 minutes, but it makes such a difference and I feel so much more stable and controlled in my point shoes. It's definitely something I want to make a video on at some point in the future, so do definitely watch out for that. I also have loads of exercises up on my Make It Happen Academy Instagram page, so if you want to check that out, please do that as well. I then practiced some turns, which were not going very well on this particular day. This song here, I don't know if you can see it, I don't know if it's backwards on the screen. Claire de Lune, CD 82, Debussy, number 3. That one is just like, I'm probably absolutely butchering the name, but that one is just keeping, I love a good playlist when I'm working on my own. It kind of keeps me going. And when I get bored, I do like little bits of improv because it just keeps me going when I'm doing my own studio time. My turns aren't really happening today and I could butcher them and keep trying, but I don't want to hurt myself. Biggest thing is not to get injured. So I'm going to carry on. I'm going to move on. I want to learn. There's another solo I want to learn that I've like twigged on YouTube. So I'm not going to do too much of it. It's close to 6 o'clock and I've got to get back for 8 back home, and then I've obviously got tomorrow, so I don't want to tire myself out. But yeah, just enjoying learning. And I always think it's good if you are finding that you're getting bored, because obviously you do the same things every day. Like we do ballet class every day. Keep things interesting for yourself, keep things fresh. And one of the ways I like to do that is obviously work on areas of my technique, and then also learning some solos to kind of explore my artistic side, not just my technical side. So that is what I'm going to do right now. And I will talk to you guys in a little bit. I don't think I'm going to be doing this for that long because I'm a little bit tired now. So I'm learning a couple of solos this week that Alex Harrison set for me, which is a teacher that I'm working with. We reconnected recently and he's been really helping me kind of hone my technique. This one is a Bournonville style, so it has a lot of heads and epaulement that I'm not so used to, so I'm really enjoying kind of experimenting what that feels like, but I definitely need a little bit more practice. On this particular day, I was just learning the steps for the first time, so there's definitely a lot of improvement to be made. Watch throughout the vlog to see how this develops. Then it was back home. I grabbed my stuff and it was away we went, and I was very hungry, so of course we made some lovely salad to finish off the day. This is my favorite salad. I literally have it every day because I love it so much. Lots of lettuce leaves, and then we have cucumber, we have tomatoes, we have parmesan, and we have 2 boiled eggs with teriyaki sauce. And honestly, this combination for me is just killer. I just absolutely love it. Sometimes I pair this off with a bit of yogurt, or I have a hot chocolate afterwards in the evening, and yeah, it just works for me. So I did this before heading on to a Zoom call where I was talking about my experience as a Christian dancer. I grew up in church, dancing in church. That's kind of where everything started, and this whole dance journey was birthed. I was that crazy kid, like doing 3 hours dancing in the aisles at church. I just loved it. From there, like I did baby ballet classes. So it is 9:15. I've had a bath, I've had some dinner, and I just finished off doing a Zoom talk for like a Christian, called Crescendo, like a Christian dancers community group online. I'm sure you can find it if you want to join. It's great. I did it for the Asia Pacific end of things, which I'd never met the lady before, and she was really, really lovely. And so we just recorded a little talk for that, which was amazing. I'm either going to watch Netflix or I'm going to read this book, which I've been trying to read. It's really good, but it's a little bit heady. So I might try and read like a few pages of this and then watch a little bit of Netflix before I head off for bed. I feel like it's been a productive day. I feel like it's been good. I might try and make one more reel for my social media. Yeah, feeling positive about today. I feel like I've had like quite a few, like I've had a couple of rough weeks where I've been not being very well, and I can't say I've like been super enjoying my days because I've not been well, but the last few days have been like, I've enjoyed them a lot. It's just resting a little bit more, having a bit more time for myself, a little bit more like self-care in terms of like getting more studio time, which I really enjoy. Seeing friends like I did this afternoon for lunch, those are things I really enjoy, and just kind of I used to sometimes, sound stupid, right? But in ballet terms, sometimes you feel guilty when you enjoy something because you're like, well, I'm not working hard enough. And it's like, no, life is meant to be enjoyed. Life is meant to be lived. And so, yeah, I had a good day today and we're gonna get right back at it tomorrow. Guys, I hate to disappoint, but I spent so long making my reels that I did just end up watching 5-10 minutes of Netflix before heading off to bed. And then I got up and I did read. I'm reading a great biblical book at the moment about how to work out life when, let me find the title for you guys. What works when life doesn't? It's right next to me here because I'm about to do my quiet time as I do this voiceover. Then of course we grabbed the Starbucks on the way to work because caffeine was definitely needed on this day. And we headed on the reformer because I always warm up on the reformer. I usually spend about half an hour just getting my entire body going, and I find this activates my turnout muscles and kind of gets my feet going because ever since my injury I need to make sure my ankles are nice and warmed up, ready for the day. And then it's just time to get the ballet shoes on, ready for company class. I was working on some specific technique bits and bobs, especially jumps at the moment. It's something I'm trying to improve as my body has got more fit, and we all know that we are attempting to get the turns better and better every single day. And they are coming. Some days are certainly better than others. Let me know in the comments down below if you know those good turning days and those bad turning days, because unfortunately the bad turning days seem to be more frequent at the moment, but I'm determined. Everyday practice, everyday repetition it works well for me. Some people like to visualize and think about it more, but for me, the everyday practice and repetition of tools is really helpful. That is what I would say. If you are factoring in your own training, make sure the things that you struggle with the most, you are putting it into the routine, you're repeating it, you're adding it in to really challenge yourself. Like, especially if you're not good at it, especially if you're struggling with something, that is where you need to kind of put your focus. As much as you want to ignore the fact that you have a weakness in that area, that is where you need to kind of put a goal and plan together. Okay, I'm not good at maybe this area of my technique. What are the building blocks I can put in place to get better? For example, turning, I can do more core strengthening that can help me stay more in my center in my turns. If I want more turnout in my turns, I probably need to do some nice floor bar. If I want to get better at turning, I just need to physically do turns every day to kind of get the coordination, because a lot of turns is just about coordination. And for me also the positioning, where's the foot going, where's my shoulders, where's my arms placed, all those things are important. So break down a movement and see what you can do to improve it. That is what I like to do on these weeks while we don't have that many rehearsals, and that is how I feel like I can progress more as a dancer. Obviously after I did my turns, I spent some time working on the Giselle solo, which I'm planning to film. You might have already seen it. I think I might have already put it up, I don't know yet. Make sure to keep an eye out on my channel because a video is coming soon. It has been filmed. I filmed it the following week. This week is what I spent kind of polishing it, adding the character to it. I then went out for lunch with my lovely friend who I hadn't seen for a long time. Hey peeps, we are back in the studio. I just had lunch with my friend. I've been doing these like little lunch dates with my friends, which would be nice to kind of break up the day. I had company class, I did some reformer work, and then I just ran the Giselle solo that I'm learning, which is actually each day I'm seeing like marked improvement, which is really exciting. I'm now going to do my point conditioning. I've got an hour till I have a bit of a massage, so I'm going to do point conditioning and keep working on that other little solo that I worked on yesterday, and then get my massage, do cross trainer, and then get home because I've got community group tonight. Yeah, not many other thoughts. The weather is beautiful outside. It's still a little bit cold, so like it would be nice to go for a walk outside and do something, but at the same time I don't like being cold, so I do need to do some cleaning at home, which I really don't want to do. I'd much rather stay in the studio, but I have people coming around tonight, so the place needs to be cleaned. I lost the plug to my vacuum cleaner and I can't find it, so I need to spend like the afternoon hunting for the plug for my vacuum cleaner. How exciting is my life getting right now? Like, if you are still here, thank you. I appreciate you and I love you, and now I'm gonna get to work. So it was to the point conditioning once again, and you know, sometimes motivating myself to do this is not always easy. I think sometimes you have to remind yourself of the gains that you're making with certain things, that you have to see the progress that you're making or feel the progress that you're making, and that helps motivate me sometimes. So if you have to do something that's really good for you, but you're struggling to motivate yourself, just remember the gains you're getting from it. Or if you haven't seen any gains yet, think about what gains you are going to make by actively doing and engaging in the activity every single day. If you're engaging in an activity for a long time that hasn't been making gains, then potentially you need to be thinking, maybe we need to change things up a little bit. And that is how we improve. That's how we grow. So that's something I definitely am observing in my journey. Is like, okay, what is adding to my technique and what is taking away? Where is my energy best spent? And at the moment, the point conditioning has definitely been a good investment of my time. I then worked on, again, this other solo. This definitely doesn't feel as natural to me as the Giselle solo. So here you can see me, I don't want to say struggling, but definitely trying to adapt to the movements. And then we jumped on the cross trainer to finish off the training for the day. Headed home, made some dinner, and just took some time to breathe and relax before the evening activities. All ready for small group. It was a bit of a rush to get ready, but we're done. And we're now just waiting for people to arrive, which will be great. A little bit tired, it's been a long day, but I've got my friend Kirsten here, so everything's gonna be fine. And we're gonna have a great time of community and friendship and talking about Jesus. So let's get going. Hello everyone, it is me again with not much sleep because I had small group last night, and then I had a friend who was staying around at mine because she had a gala evening that she was at. So I slept till 4 a.m. and then she arrived in, and then we kind of spoke at 4:30 in the morning. And did I go back to bed? No, I didn't. So I'm trying to be careful with my body today. I'm usually one who's quite strict with my trying to sleep well, trying to eat well. But sometimes you just gotta give yourself a little minute, some grace. So I'm trying to give myself grace today because I'm feeling a bit tired. In class went well, but my body was I was finishing C-zone and keeling over, whoa. Gotta give body a little bit of TLC today because we have been, I don't know if you've noticed, but we've been pushing quite hard in this vlog, trying to work on the technique. So I'm gonna do a little bit of technique work now. I just had lunch straight after class because I was a bit hungry. And now I'm going to do an hour in the studio, I think, and then I've got Pilates at 2, maybe do my cross trainer and then maybe call it a day, keep it a bit shorter today. I still want to go in tomorrow, but again, keep it quite short just to give my body a little bit more recovery because we have pushed hard this week, and I feel we've definitely made progress, but I just want to make sure I take care of my body and don't get injured by pushing it too hard. So enough talking, let's get to some action. So it was back to the training room once again. We were working on our turns. They weren't working so well on this particular day, and I was being careful with my body because I knew I hadn't slept so well because my friend had stayed round and she came in pretty early. So I was trying to be careful with my body because I know what it's like to push it when it's super tired, and I have to be careful because my main thing is I don't want to injure my body. I need to take care of it. My body is my instrument. I am trying to work on my fortes on both sides, as you can see here. With fortes, it's good to work on both sides because I feel if you improve one side, it makes the other side better. So that's a little top tip if you're practicing fortes. Make sure to practice both sides, especially if you're a lefty like me. Because if you're a lefty like me, it makes life difficult because all the partnered turns are to the right. So I'm trying to improve my right turns because when you do pas de deux with the boys, it's always to the right. I was definitely feeling way more confident with the Giselle solo at this point. It felt so much better than the beginning of the week, and I was starting to really enjoy and embrace the character. So I spent a little bit more time on the Bournonville solo. There's definitely a lot of work that needs to be done here, but I did get some coaching the following week, which really helped to kind of develop this more. Then I headed off to the gym again, and I had another session with the wonderful Mickey. I think I potentially had 3 sessions on this week, and I just felt I was getting so much stronger. I was also here with the wonderful Riku as well, who sometimes coaches me and gives me tips on how to improve. So using the resources around you, using the wisdom of people around you who have had much more experience is a top tip I would give anyone. If people are around you willing to share their expertise with you, then go for it. And here is the real life scenes of me collapsing after a long week. Long but fulfilling week. We have pushed, and it is the end of the week.
and I'm feeling it.
It's in the end of the night. I managed to do my mincemeat food prep, and I had a friend come around for dinner. She just left. It's 9:30. I'm like being such a social person this week. I'm proud of me, and I feel like I've done a really solid week of training as well. I am feeling pretty tired from it, but like I feel like I've done like good work today. So, or like this week has felt like really quite fulfilling. Both like meeting up with friends and also like working on myself and improving myself. So I hope this kind of gives you like a bit of an outline of what it looks like when you have to arrange like your own kind of training. It's actually something I do a lot with my academy members, is kind of teach you how to train yourself, how to motivate yourself, how to create a structure for yourself so that like you can be doing this on the daily. You don't need people always telling you what to do, because you can like kind of create your own life that moves you closer towards your dreams. So I hope this video kind of inspires you. If the Make It Happen Academy is something you're interested in, just email me at HannahMartinRG@gmail.com. We can talk about how, if it's suited for you, if it's the direction you want to go in. I also give a personal 30-minute coaching call on Zoom for every new academy member that joins as of right now. So make sure to grab that offer if you are interested, because those coaching calls academy members have said those have been like super duper valuable for them. I'm gonna get some rest now, a nice early night. Gonna watch a little bit of Netflix and then head to bed. I've got another full-on day tomorrow with lots of social plans. I'm going to a little laser tag birthday party in the afternoon, and I've got some ballet that I'm going to do in the morning. Just some work's not officially on tomorrow, but I'm going to try and go in and do some work just to keep things ticking over. So guys, that is the end of today's vlog. It is Saturday. I just went in and did a session. I haven't slept too well the last couple of nights, so I actually have a little birthday party I'm going to. We're going to play laser tag this afternoon, so I'm going to like just chill here for an hour, make sure to have some rest, some good food to energize myself for this lovely time out with friends. I feel like I've been so social this week, but I've also been pushing hard with my technique, and I did my session today and I just felt like I'm making progress. Like progress is being made. I just feel like I've made some inroads this week, which is always really satisfying, and it's something I encourage my academy members to do, is like reflect on the wins. So obviously we reflect on things, goals we want to achieve, things we want to make better, but to always reflect on the wins after like a full week. It's always good to reflect like, okay, what worked, what didn't, and that's something I like train people to do within my academy. So I guess this week I just feel like I definitely made some improvements. I had some wins. Obviously there are still so many things I need to work on, so many things I need to do, but overall I feel like, yeah, things are, we took steps forward this week. And I hope for you, if you have taken steps forward, or if you've got a goal you're working towards, comment it down below. I always like to hear what you guys are working towards, what your guys' dreams and ambitions are. And if you are wanting help on that journey, please email me at HannahMartinRG@gmail.com, and I can see if the academy would be a great fit for you, and we can work towards building a lifestyle that can help support that. Anyhow, I've got to run off to this party now, but I hope that you've had a great week yourselves. I will see you very soon in my next video. Make sure to click that subscribe button, and always remember to dream big and make it happen. See ya.